We've got a new president in town, so we have, because last night the AGM of the Galway Chamber was held. Dave Hickey, the outgoing president of 2 years, handed over the chain to JP Gilmartin, and he's the new president of the Galway Chamber, and he joins me on the line today. JP, good morning to you. Good morning, Keith, and thanks for having me on your show this morning. No problem. You have a heavy mantle, so you have to carry, but a lot of energy within, certainly within the chamber. You're a native, I'm told, of Tipperary and a partner with RDJ in Galway. That's right, Keith. Yeah, I'm originally from Nina, as you say, and I went to the local CBS there before coming to Galway and studying commerce at NUI Galway at undergraduate level, before going on to study law at postgraduate level again in NUI Galway. So I qualified as a lawyer in one of the Dublin law firms before moving back to Galway. My wife is from Connemara, Keith, and she had an influence on where I ended up, but delighted to end up back in Galway and working with RDJ. And what part of Connemara is Orla from? She's from Rossmuck. Oh, good on her. Originally, yeah. A lovely area. And does she know the commitment that you've given for the next... Is your term going to be a year or 2 years? So, Keith, it could be a maximum of 2 years, but you do need to be re-elected. So, at the moment, we'll take it 1 year at a time. But no, Orla, she's hugely supportive of my decision to go forward. As president, you know, Galway has been very good to me and our family, and it would be good to give back in some way through my role with the Chamber of Commerce. I did say, and over the last 2 years and into today indeed and yesterday, a huge amount of energy has been put into the Galway Chamber. And again, the appointment of Kenny Deary as Chief Executive was a good choice by the board of the Galway Chamber. But the energy, and even the AGM last night, the energy that you could sense both online and in the room was quite palpable. Yes. Look, Kenny joined us in midway through last year as our new Chief Executive Officer, and he has certainly reinvigorated the engagement with our members and the stakeholders around the city. But look, he's very ably assisted as well, Kenny, or Keith, as you know, by Mary Murphy on the account side, by Elaine Murphy on the events and marketing side, by Colleen on the membership and events side of things, and Michael on the policy and administrative side. So it really is a team effort, and certainly I look forward to chairing the meetings of the board and trying to get as much out of the knowledge and expertise of the new incoming board, so we can all kind of drive on and realise the shared vision we all have for our city. And I should say I look forward to I congratulate you on your own election to the board of Galway Chamber last night. I look forward to working with you, Keith, and the contributions you can make to the board also. Likewise, I was on it twice before this, but I mean, it was only the energy that I saw that Kenny brought and Dave Hickey brought to the chamber, and never that I decided to let my name go forward, but never more needed was the Galway Chamber right now, because there's a huge amount of people in business in Galway city and parts of the county and elsewhere that actually need direction. They need positivity, they need direction, they need advice, and that's what the Chamber does best. Correct. So particularly, Keith, in the last number of months we've had to double down and refocus our efforts on supporting local businesses during the COVID-19 crisis. I suppose one of the measures you'd be very familiar with is the Business Recovery Forum that Kenny has driven forward, and really what that was us creating sectoral conversations with businesses to try and understand the challenges that they were experiencing at this time and the opportunities that exist, and then to try and set out some recommendations as to how those businesses could be supported. And
we looked at sectors from retail to tourism to advisory to our multinational communities, and we've really gotten a flavour of the types of issues that are affecting them at this time. And we are lobbying through our public representatives, our government ministers, and through Chambers Ireland to try and articulate the concerns and the challenges of local business. There's a number of themes, Keith, that came through across all sectors. Certainly there was a need for the extension of the temporary wage subsidy scheme, certainly for certain sectors for the foreseeable. We're advocating strongly for the continuation of the revenue warehousing schemes for VAT and PAYE debts associated with the COVID-19 crisis. And I suppose, while a lot has been done in terms of the restart grants administered by Galway and Galway City Council and Galway County Council to cover reopening costs, there's probably more that needs to be done there as well to support businesses. But as you're right, more than ever, Galway Chamber needs to be there to support businesses. And, very visually, we're doing that through our Support Local campaigns, the Dine in Galway campaign, the Shop in Galway campaign. And I suppose our most recent campaign was Support Galway Business in partnership with the Park Life team at Medtronic. So, yeah, we've had to pivot over the last number of months in a direct response to the challenges created by COVID-19.
Well, congratulations. I take it you'll be taking one of the board meetings to Rossmuck at some stage on a field trip, so you will from there. But well done to you. Well done to Dave Hickey, the outgoing president, indeed, and stays on as vice president. You lost two long-term members as well. Peter Allen and David Nyland have retired. So they have retired and resigned. Again, two stalwarts indeed who've been there right through the chamber, right for many, many years.
Yeah, so both Peter and David both have over 2 decades of service to Galway Chamber, and I suppose the constitution or the rules of Galway Chamber require the two longest serving members of council each year to rotate off the board. So sadly, we had to see Peter and David rotate off last night. But as you say, they've made an immense contribution to this city and to the region, and we thank them most sincerely for that.
All right, JP, thank you for joining us, and we're looking forward to working with you, and thank you for joining us today. JP Gilmartin, the new president of the Galway Chamber there.